Hello. This video is going to be a basic overview of how to review and approve invoices within the new version of Fidesic. So if you haven't already, first thing we're going to need you to do is log in at fidesic.com using the login that we had set up initially. Once you're logged in, most important thing for approving and reviewing is going to be this notification icon up here. This is going to show you exactly what's currently pending in your queue. So we can see that we have 4 invoices and 200 payments that need to be approved. If we click up here, this will take us directly to that approval queue. You can also get to this approval queue using the left-hand navigation over here, and this is going to get you essentially to the same place. So if you click here, it'll take you to this page, and then you can hop between the unapproved invoices and unapproved payments as necessary. From this page, you should have all the basic information that you need to make an approval. You have the information on the invoice. You will have the PDF attachment, which will be available if you click on this document here. And if you need more information, what you have is the View Invoice button. And I do recommend using the View Invoice button, as this gives you everything that you need to make your approval all from a single interface. So we can see all the basic information that was captured. We can see the PDF copy right here. This will be on hand. You'll also be able to see the current stage in the approval process. So whatever rule is green up here is going to be the rule that it's currently in. As we see, currently it's assigned to Joe AP. And this is the only stage on this particular example invoice. In your interface, you may be able to see multiple stages, but the rule that's green is going to show you where it is currently, and you should also be able to look up any past approvals or future approvals that need to take place from this top pane up here. Some users are also going to have the ability to add additional approvers using this interface, so if you need somebody else to review it, you can simply add a user in there. You're also going to have a full invoice history available to you here. So that's going to show you where it's at in the current process, any approvals that have already been made, who approved it, a timestamp to go with it. Also, any alterations or adjustments that were made on this invoice will be available to you from here. You'll have the option to approve, adjust, or void this invoice from these top options up here. If you approve it, it's going to be approved at this stage and move on to the next stage if there is one. And if you adjust it, that's going to take us to basically a page that's editable with all of the information that was displayed on the previous version. So you can modify this information with most fields on here that are syncable from your accounting package. They function as a lookup. So if we want to change the vendor, you would start typing the vendor name and then you would select it from the drop down here. So that's the easiest way to do it. The GL codes look up the same way, locations will look up the same way, and you do have the option to add additional GL codes if necessary. So if this particular one has additional codes associated with it, you start typing the code and then you'll have more accounts available to you to enter it in. Up here in the top hand navigation, you'll also be able to move forward and back in your approval queue. So if you're not sure quite what to do with this one yet, you can move to the previous invoice in your approval workflow queue and then approve or adjust as necessary. So it's easy to hop between invoices on this interface, and you'll be able to see the original PDF as well as all of the information that was captured by the system. If you're curious about other people's approvals, there's a couple of different ways you can do that. First off, you can go to Invoices Received, and this will be a full list of all invoices that are contained within the system. And this is fully searchable and sortable as you may need. So you can look for things that are in unapproved status and then drill into the individual invoice to get more information on them. Or if you want to view it on a user by user level, you can click the gear icon up here, go to your Manage Users tab, and then when you show your details, you'll be able to see what's pending in each individual approver's queue. So we can see that this user has 8 payments, this user has 4 invoices and 210 payments, this user has 1 invoice, and if you click the button associated with it, it'll take you to a queue of the invoices that are pending for this particular user. And just like every other document, you can drill into as much detail as you need just by clicking the transaction. With every list or sort or search that you do from this invoices received page, you're going to have a export button available to you. So this button can be clicked anytime you've got a list of what you want here. This will generate a flat file that you can save locally or do whatever you need with. So you'll always have the ability to do a quick export and get your flat file directly. Now, if you ever need help using the system, if you have questions about approvals or looking up invoices, you'll have access to live chat that's built into our system. That'll get you in touch with the support representative directly, and they'll be able to help you out and answer any questions that you may have. If you prefer to use email or phone, you'll also have access to that from the top right up here. If you're having issues, you're having struggles, for sure contact our support, and we'll be happy to help out. Thanks.